Good morning, and welcome to Unity Orlando. Our opening statement this morning is, I am thankful for my life and grateful to receive all the good God has for me. Let's all affirm that together. I am thankful for my life and grateful to receive all the good God has for me. All right, let's all close our eyes and take a nice deep breath in. Let's affirm that together in the silence. And so it is. And that means it's true. And our first song is called Spirit Invitation. If you'd like to stand and join us, please do. And
good morning. Anybody here? There we go. Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody? You enjoying this weather? I love it. This is great, other than I'm not sure I like all the rain and lack of sunlight, but other than that, boy, it feels great out there, huh? And happy Thanksgiving week. Yeah. It's going to be a wonderful week. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I am Reverend Bob Marshall, and I am your platform chairman for this morning, so here we go. Do you have any visitors? No, do we have any visitors with us? Anybody visiting you lately? I got my sister in. Okay, here we go. Do we have any visitors with us this morning? We've got a welcome packet for you. Did you get it? No? Okay. Yes. The food drive continues. You can bring in non-perishable food items for our food drive either Sunday morning or Tuesday from 10 to 3. And you can contact Curtis Coaxum for a pickup. His phone number's on the website. If you know of someone in need of food, or if you need food, please call and let him know. His number, Curtis wants to thank everyone who's donated for the food drive. So the website is unityorlando.org, O-R-G, okay? The midweek prayer and meditation online with Reverend Ronnie and Susan Francis is on Facebook, the first and third Wednesdays at 4:30. Is that this week?
Last week. We had it last week.
You had it last week, so it'll be a week from Wednesday. Navigating A Course of Miracles is not meeting this week, I assume because we've got Wednesday night Thanksgiving service. Unity Orlando Men's Group. Many of the men in the congregation are invited to come just share, have fun, talk. Wednesday at 4 p.m. And they're going to meet outside Starbucks to make sure everyone stays awake. Starbucks at Howell Branch and 436 in Winter Park. They've been doing this and people have been showing up. So it's slowly but surely gathering steam. If you want to get together and meet some of the other men, do so. Wednesday, 4 p.m., out Starbucks, Howell Branch and 436. Qigong is canceled for today. Excuse me. Our Thanksgiving Eve service is this Wednesday, November 24th at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Years ago we did it at 7:30, so get it straight. It's at 7 o'clock. Now, it's either in person or it's live streamed. So you can either attend Thanksgiving Eve service Wednesday evening, either here at the church or at home on the computer. So your choice, but please join us if you will. And speaking of celebrating holidays, we want you to save the date. That is, the Christmas party is Sunday, December 5th. We're actually going to try to do it in person. So it's following the 11 a.m. service in Meyer Hall. Going to see how many people actually show up. Okay, so we're going to have our Christmas party. It's not a Friday night like we've done in the past with a big blowout. We realize not as many people are coming out in person, and this is not, and the party is not being live streamed. You can't see people acting crazy. But in any case, here we go. If you want to attend and be part of that, that is December 5th, which is a Sunday following service. Is that next Sunday? 2 weeks, okay. So, Thanksgiving Eve, Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Please put that on your calendar. Reverend Ronnie's lesson this morning is the freedom of release. But before we do that, we get to go back to the music department.
All right, thank you, Reverend Bob. And here's a song we picked out called Spirit Free. Late in the night, restlessness fulfilled. Early in the morning, all that's still. I feel the light, comforting a chill, comfort in the knowing I am still. Still in the glory, all abundance is here. Still in the glory, have no fear. I hear the stillness call silence out to me. Right here within me I can be. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free. Then I start to see clear discovery. Prosperity returns back to me. Still in the glory, all abundance is here. Still in the glory, have no fear. I hear the stillness call, silence out to me. Right here within me I can be. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free. Spirit set me free. Still in the glory, all abundance is here. Still in the glory, have no fear. I hear the stillness call, silence out to me. Right here within me I can be. Still in the glory, all abundance is here. Still in the glory, have no fear. I hear the stillness call, silence out to me. Right here within me I can be. Spirit set me free. 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 Spirit set me free.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Little changes in there with more guitar and the flute. I looked down and my notes aren't here and I panicked for a second. They're right here. It's like, what? Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you all that are here and you at home as well. Thank you for joining us. We are very proud and glad to have you with us. It's really nice to feel the presence and the energy of those of you that are here. And we love you at home as well. One of the most important systems in our body is the one that eliminates the waste. I used to work for a surgeon that used to say, never let the sun set on a complete bowel obstruction, because he knew that could kill a person, that if they didn't get that cleared out, that they would die. And so Like a mirror to our body, we have a spiritual, emotional system, a faculty called release. It used to be called renunciation, elimination. All those mean pretty much the exact same thing. The release faculty is our power to cleanse and renounce the things that no longer serve us in our life, the things that do affect our quality of life in a negative way. So let's see what Charles Fillmore has to say in the revealing word about what he calls renunciation. Renunciation is a letting go of the old thoughts in order that new thoughts may find place in consciousness. The center of renunciation is in the lower part of the abdomen, carries forward the work of elimination of error thoughts from the mind and waste from the body. So this past year, this whole year, I've been talking about the 12 powers. We've covered 10 of them so far. They work in pairs pretty much, but they all obviously will work together again, And we're doing this in an effort as we incorporate them into our lives to be able to follow in Jesus' footsteps. Faith and imagination allow us to change and to charge the manifesting part of our life that we can actually help shape our life to be the way that we want it to be. When you use will and understanding as a general, you discover that you can literally steer the direction of your life. Zeal and power work together to increase your flow of energy for life and for all those things that you do in life. Love and wisdom, you'll find, helps you feel more united and unified with each other. And with the faculties of strength and order, your life has more stability in it. Now, this is as we learn to put these things into practice. But today we're talking about the faculty of release, which is a generating faculty, which works very well with the faculty of life, which I'll be talking about next month. These two faculties are not opposing, but they're kind of like on a continuum. They're at each end of the continuum. And release helps you to eliminate the things that don't serve your life anymore the way that you want it, for the purpose that you want it. It's very similar to a demolition team that comes in and knocks down a building that is falling apart and can't be rebuilt. So they knock it down so that you can create new ideas of buildings, of things that you want to have in its place. We cannot build a new or a different mentality in our lives without clearing out the old first. So the apostle that is associated with elimination or release is Thaddeus. It's located, as I said, in the lower part of the back, near the base of the spinal column, and is the nerve center which presides over the elimination of waste from the body. This nerve center also provides over the elimination of waste from man's thoughts and emotions. The color is russet. So it's so our bodies and our minds and our emotions are so connected that the particular organs that these are around have to do with the way the power works. The mental faculty of release serves the same function as an eraser on a pencil. Now, most of us wouldn't buy a pencil without an eraser. I know they have specific pencils that don't have them, but as a general rule, we don't buy them because we know we're going to either change what we're doing or we make a mistake. We want to do things, there's an error there. We change our mind. All we do is we just erase the error and make corrections. That is very similar to the delete button on your computer. You're doing something that doesn't work, you hit delete, or on your phone, you do the back arrow to change it. All we have to do is, sometimes we erase things we don't want to on our phones, but That's how easy this power can be, is as simple as an eraser on your page. You know, we grow, life happens, we change, we want different things, but before we can make headway in any way to make a big change, we're going to have to let go of anything that is getting in our way. Anything that be muddying up our minds and our bodies. The release faculty is vital to building our spiritual consciousness. And in order to do this, we can't, those of us in unity tend to like to use affirmations. We don't want to use denials because we think it's negative. But we can't keep adding affirmation over affirmation over affirmation when we have stuff, gunk in our lives that is getting in our way. So that must be released and let go first. Those things that are holding us back. We will talk more about this of course, in a few moments. But a couple of examples of the cleansing faculty of release are symbolically illustrated in the Bible. The first one we see is the flood in Genesis, where eradicated all the wicked people in the world except the few that were in the ark. And metaphysically, that stands for eliminating or cleansing from our consciousness all the negative factors which have become too much for us to bear. To eliminate those things that are weighing us down. Another example in the Old Testament is the Egyptian army in the Red Sea, when the waters came and killed all the Egyptians. It's the exact same translation. It's letting go of those things that have gotten in your way, that have interfered with your life. Now, in the New Testament, there's a more positive symbol in the rite of water baptism, where it is an enactment of the cleansing process of our soul, releasing that which is not good and true. So these are, Reverend Bob talked about the Old Testament the Old and the New, and his New Testament, which I love. And they mean a lot of things that we may not have realized until we really study these things. The faculty of release also deals with the physical stuff in our life. Over the years, most of us have gathered so much stuff. Furniture, books, clothes, knickknacks, pictures that we may not have even looked at for years. Everything in our lives right now, we have chosen at one time. We have chosen that. There's a book out that's called Clutter's Last Stand. And I didn't make this up. And at Unity Village, they used to have, years ago, they would actually have a 2-night workshop on this book. And the purpose of it was, of course, first of all, to help get you to be willing to declutter the things in your home. But more importantly, it was about decluttering the things in our mind that were getting in our way, the clutter in the thoughts of our mind. You know, the years of gathering things in our home that we don't use, that's there. All of this affects our minds. It can cause depression. Now, I'm not talking about, not even just hoarders, but so much stuff. It can affect our minds. It can cause depression, immobility, unable to really get out of your own way. Reverend Phil Pearson liked the clutter in our home to the clutter in the closet of our minds, and how detrimental that can be to us. So our faculty of release is our God-given gift to help us declutter our minds, and it mirrors each other. Years ago, this isn't in my notes. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? When my husband and I were trying this new plan of letting our kids do their own thing and clean their rooms or not clean their rooms. I had 2 girls about the same age, and one of them, after 3 weeks, she said, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. Their rooms were disgusting. She cleaned up her room. She said, I can't study. I can't do my homework. I can't do it. The other one, she never changed. Her friends would come over and clean her room. She's a helicopter pilot now. That's a little scary, right? That's an aside. Okay. Our power of release is a way to say no to the things that we don't want in our lives, to deny them, and then to release them forever. If you live in a cluttered environment, making the effort to clear out the unnecessary things is a great start, a mirror for clearing out your consciousness, getting rid of the debris in our minds that may be holding us back. We may know what some of those things are. We may not have a clue, and that's okay. But letting go of the old beliefs and thoughts does not have to be painful. I know a lot of people are afraid to go there because they are afraid that it's going to be very difficult. It doesn't have to be. It can be as simple saying, I let it go. I let it go. So when we can't seem to move forward in life, when the things that we ask in prayer for clarity, that's when we go inside and ask for clarity. What do I need to let go of? Who or what? And you might get an answer then, and then it will come to you. When it comes to you, then go back into prayer and say, help me do this. I need help. I can't do it myself, because if we've been able to do it before, we probably would have. And so we get help to learn to forgive, to let go gently, easily, without a lot of drama, not with anger or force, like, yeah, I'm getting them out of my life forever. Well, that's really not the attitude that's going to be helpful in forgiveness, letting go, of just being willing at some point to say, I'm done with it. I'm not going to let that destroy my life anymore. And it's important to remember that the memories that we carry around in our mind are not necessarily reliable. Any of you that have siblings can look back on an experience, as adults, of what happened. And if there are 3 or 4 kids, you're going to get 3 or 4 versions of what happened. We have 7 kids, so imagine that. So what the point I'm trying to make is the memories that you may be holding in your mind is, this is what happened and I'm really upset about it. It may not have happened that way at all. So don't you deserve to be free of those things that really aren't true? And even if they are true, it's in the past, it's over. You may be holding on to memories and things that are inaccurate. When you move to a place when you're ready to release these things and let them go, you don't need to be afraid. They can't hurt you anymore. You've already been through it. So do it. Do it for your sake, not for the other person. I'm not going to go into a lot of talking about forgiveness, but except to say forgiveness is for us, not for the other person. It's for us so that we're no longer being held hostage to what another person did or said, or we think what they said or did. Call on the power of release and ask the Spirit of God to help you do this. We don't have to do it alone. In Luke 9:23, Jesus, this was a quote that he said after he had already fed the 5,000, multiplied the loaves and the fishes, and after that occurred, he took a few minutes to take his apostles aside and talk to them about what that meant. Then he brought them back together, and then this is what he said. Then he said in the presence of everyone, "He who wishes to come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross every day, and follow me." That has been so misunderstood over the years. Metaphysically, what that can mean, deny himself is use denials over those things that have been tough in your life that you've gone through. They're already over. And then the cross is use release to let it go. And then as we let these things go, then we can follow in the footsteps of Jesus. I used to read that and think, I don't want to be crucified to a cross. I don't want to follow Jesus. That's what I used to think even as an adult. Deny the things that are bothering you. Release them. You're free to move forward with creating the life that you want to create. Now, it's really important to hear this. It is not only the things in our lives and our minds that we consider negative that may be holding us back. It's not just the things that we consider negative that may be holding us back. In Myrtle Fillmore's book, How to Let God Help You, among other things, she talks about her healing from tuberculosis. We've talked about that before. We've heard it. But there's some things that we may not have heard, because besides having the tuberculosis, she also had, and all her lung issues, she also had disorders in the abdominal wall, and she suffered from severe hemorrhoids. And these things were not responding to the prayer and the faith that Myrtle had. Here she was able to cure the tuberculosis, but these things. So she, in prayer, asked God, why are my prayers not working? Why is this not being healed? And because she had already scoured her consciousness for digging out all the things that she might have done wrong or said wrong or didn't let go that were holding her back. Myrtle said, Spirit said to me, you have looked among your faults. Now look among your virtues. So she stepped back and Myrtle realized that she had taken great pride in not letting other people know how she really felt, or that if she was displeased with things. She didn't speak her mind. She just smiled and left it in. She began to realize that she was not as poised on the inside as she appeared to be on the outside, and that she had swallowed these hurts and didn't speak of them, but swallowing affected her body physically. So she went about healing this incongruency and let it go. She was correcting her habits, and she moved herself to the place where her inner thoughts were in congruence with her outer actions and with her words, so that she was, I'll use a more modern term that we use, more authentic with her words and her thoughts. And I'm thinking to myself, aside from this is Myrtle, who I have on a very high pedestal, who throughout her life was still dealing with a lot of the same things that we all are. So she felt truly free when she was able to let those things go. And within a short time of moving into alignment with her body, mind, and spirit, these issues, these physical issues, were healed. And here I like to look at the scripture because it came right to mind. Matthew 7:7. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. That's not just about the things that we want in life. If we don't have the clarity or the understanding for what's going on, ask for it. Ask for clarity. Ask for understanding. And know that you're going to be receiving it, because it's a promise. We are on the spiritual track, and we will be led. So to know how to rid ourselves of the negativity that we have lived with is a great treasure. And in the Sermon on the Mount, and this scripture isn't on there, Linda, Jesus said, let your words be yes, yes, and no, no. I know it's important to be clear and to use clear and effective words when speaking, and to know what you want and to be very clear. and for denying and affirming, to know what it is that you are letting go of and knowing exactly what you do want. I don't want this. I do want that. That's what the power of denial is, letting it go, not with a big to do, a lot of loudness. Just let it go. This is what I'm going to focus on. But until we make space in our what kind of a drive is it called on a computer? On your computer drive of your mind, until you make space, you can't move forward. So it's important to be clear with your words, but it's also, we have to do the inner work first. The power of release works the best when we start inward, when we get clear with God, when we're honest, when we're open, when we do our prayer work, when we, in the silence and the stillness, that's where God works. And from there, we get clarity. We get clear. We know what is ours to do so that our words match our actions, and we can clear things out as they happen instead of, most of us have years worth of stuff that we may not have cleared out before because we didn't know how to do that. Have you ever been told that you have a chronic medical condition, like maybe diabetes or lymphedema or heart disease, or some things that are never going to go away? They can't be healed. The doctor said they can't be healed, but they can be managed if you work at it. Well, we all have a chronic condition living in these bodies. There's always going to be mistakes that we make, things that we do to hurt other people. This is going to happen. So this is why we use these tools on a regular basis, so that we can clear away those things that don't fit us, that the mistakes that we make or that others make. Let's look at John 16:33. Jesus said, "In the world you will have tribulation, but have courage. I have overcome the world." We have been given the power to manage and correct all of these things through the faculty of release. The power that I think is probably the most important power. Because if we don't clear out the muck, we can't move forward. And these things have to be used regularly. So I've got a couple of steps I'm going to move through quickly before we end here. The first one is, be honest with yourself and others, like Myrtle did. It took Myrtle a long time to realize that she wasn't being totally honest with herself. So when you realize that, don't fret, get all upset about yourself. Let it go. Start making the changes that you need so that you can be authentic in your life. Then the second one, when you feel stuck, triggered, upset, take your thoughts to prayer in the stillness, in the silence. Ask for guidance, and then follow through with what you hear. We tend to talk ourselves out of things sometimes. We hear things and it's like, wait, that can be too simple. That's not going to work. Follow through on your guidance. Number 3, forgive every night. Others, yourself, situations, illnesses, things that have happened in the past, things that are happening every day. Forgive for yourself to clear out your memory drive. Bless the person, bless the situation, and let it go. That might be a challenge. Make it a goal to forgive. And then as we let go, to bless them and just let them go, and so that we can be free from that. And the fourth is to feel the freedom of release as you prepare as we prepare for the season of blessings. Thanksgiving and then Christmas is coming. It's a big relief to let go of some of these things. It is said that Charles Fillmore spent 2 hours every night forgiving people. 2 hours. Now, I'm not suggesting you spend 2 hours, but forgiveness equals release, equals letting go, equals blessing of others and ourselves. By forgiving, and if we do it every day or every night, whatever works best for you, we keep the slate clean and clear. We don't have to go back anymore once we clear that muck out. And things may come up later, that's like from way back, that we didn't realize were bothering us. It's easy. Let it go. In prayer, with help, with all the things, with the denials, with the calling on the power of release. Like our body gets cleansed every day, cleanse your soul with it as well. This is our freedom. This is our freedom to drop the baggage that we have assumed each day for maybe years as well. Thanksgiving is this week. When we forgive and let go, the next best thing we can do is find something to be grateful for. This is the day, is a national holiday. We don't have many of those holidays that are national, that are beautiful like this, to give thanks for all the wonderful things that have occurred in our lives. And even in the midst of tough stuff, we can find something to be grateful for. We can look for things to be grateful for. And then, of course, right after Thanksgiving, we are into the season of lights, the Christmas season, the Advent, preparing our hearts for the energy that is so palpable that time of the year, that miracles occur. So take this time now to prepare by letting go of some of this baggage. Today is the day, and now is the moment. So let's take a few moments and take this to prayer and put into practice some of these things. So let's, if you will, take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe it out, gently close your eyes. Feel your body starting to relax already. There is one presence and one power in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent. One presence in my life. The very essence of my body, my heart, my soul, my mind is of the same fiber of God. So speak to your body now. Peace, peace, be still. Be still. And hear the call from within. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. So we'll take these few moments now to activate or reactivate that power of elimination, of release in our body. So we imagine through the crown of our head this golden white light that comes flowing down into our head through all of the powers that are in our head, but especially to the front forehead, which is the conscious memory, so that our mind is aware of what's going on. And this beautiful white light healing is flowing through your body, through your chest, and down through your solar plexus to the back of your spine, to that area of elimination of the waste from our body and the waste from our minds. And the color switches now to russet, a golden brown color, and it spreads throughout our whole body, activating that power within us that can set us free as we use it. Spreading all the way up through all our organs and tissues, and then down through our heart and our solar plexus, down through our legs and knees to our feet, to ground us in this truth of who we are, one with God, filled with all of the energy, all of the gifts that God has given us, with the abilities that God has when used in sync with that amazing love that God is that is a very part of our body, an essence of who we are. I bless and appreciate my body's natural capacity to release anything that is harmful. And I bless and appreciate my mental capacity to release the past, to forgive, and to let go. So now, if you will, I want to allow yourself in your mind to float upward, 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 the essence of who you are, and look down on our lifeline. We're looking down from a space of safety, a space of detachment. And as we look down from the moment of our conception to the point that we're living right now, see if you pick up any pattern of behavior that may have been interfering with your life up to this point, or just one particular thing that jumps out at you without the emotions attached to it. And as you do, I want you to take this pattern or incident or whatever it is and put it in a helium balloon that you're holding. Put this that you want to release in this helium balloon and tie it off. And when you're ready, release this balloon and watch it go away. Fly up, 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 higher and higher, till it's out of sight and it's gone from your body. Now, as we're back into our bodies, feel that release of letting that go. And the space that took in your body is now being filled up with the light and love and peace of God. Leaving no vacuum. Feel that sense of peace settle over you. Yes, it's real. You have let that go. I celebrate and am grateful for my spiritual release ability. I am grateful for the ability to release things as I'm ready. We don't even have to know what they are. When we feel something in our way, we take it to prayer and we can put it in a helium balloon if that works, and let it go for good. Then you bring in the light and the love of God to move forward with the gifts and the powers that we have to create the life that we want. And so with grateful, grateful hearts, we say, thank you, God. Thank you. Amen. Will the usher come forward? Take our offering, please. Those of you here, as you take your offering in your hand, those of you at home who may be doing it online or whatever, just hold your hands and bless what you're giving, and know that as you give, it will be sent back to you multiplied. And if you will, repeat with me the blessing that is on your screen right now and up here as well. Together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, all the good I give and receive. Thank you, God. Amen. Turn it back to Brian, music department.
Thank you, Reverend Ronnie. And we have a very uplifting song. It's called Fulfilled. I can think, I can breathe, I can feel my ever-beating heart. I can rhyme, talk in time, I can tell you what you really want. Feel the heat, watch my feet in the street, I'm standing over here. Watch my mind, think in time, save a dime, I can see now very clear. I'm as free as a dragon flies aloud. Set me up on a mountain and cry out loud as I sing. All the love that I bring is everlasting and full to the top of a cloud as I sing out loud. I'm everlasting joy, I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled. Sing a song, sing it soft, sing it loud, just as loud as the eye can see. Take a dive, make it live, gonna strive, shout it out from the balcony. Here's a song, make it short, make it long, just as world is around the sun. Sing your praise in the days of the world that has just begun. I'm as free as a dragon flies aloud. Set me up on a mountain and cry out loud as I sing. All the love that I bring is everlasting and full to the top of a cloud as I sing out loud. I'm everlasting joy, I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled. I'm as free as the dragon flies aloud. Set me up on a mountain and cry out loud as I sing. All the love that I bring is everlasting and full to the top of the cloud as I sing out loud. I'm everlasting joy, I'm fulfilled. I'm fulfilled. I'm as free as the dragonflies allow. Set me up on a mountain and cry out loud.
That was great. I love that song. Thank you. So, thank you for being here again today. We love having you here. We love seeing you at home. We can feel your presence. Not the same as being in person, but we're really glad you are here. Hope you can make it on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. live here or on live stream. It will be a wonderful service. It always is. It's great to have you. So next Sunday, Reverend Bob, his talk title is It's All Connected. Of course, yes. So let's stand now and we'll say the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a wonderful week.